Just an example here of how the pictures are manipulated. You'll notice that this little rock here, just at the bottom here, this little rock here, and this little rock here are identical, which is odd on the moon. You would expect them to be at least slightly different, but they're not. This whole section here is an exact duplicate of the section above it, minus this little bit. And coming over to the left here, we have another example. That rock and that rock are identical. Those are identical. That is identical. This whole section here has been duplicated and added in to make the picture look prettier. Which it may make it look a bit prettier, but it's a bit of a cheat, because this is supposed to be a record of one particular event, not a pretty picture. Okay, this is a 360-degree panoramic view of the Taurus-Littrow Valley, Apollo 17 landing site. And you'll notice that it is 360 degrees because the lump of rock on the left of the picture and the lump of rock on the right of the picture are identical. So it is 360 degrees. Consists of about 15 individual photographs, all strapped together to give us this wonderful panorama. So you could be reasonably certain that somewhere in this picture is the Apollo 17 lander. I can't find it. We know where it should be. It should be pretty well in the center here. But it's not. It's not anywhere there at all. It's not hidden anywhere because it's quite tall. We have an astronaut here, Jack Schmitt. We have the lunar rover here, but we don't have a lander. Note to set dresser, remember lander next time.
And what about those spotlights?
Now, spotlights. I'm glad you asked that. Up here, we have what look like spotlights. This is one picture, and then they appear again in the next one, and they appear again in the one here. But what are they? The official answer is that they are lens flare. These are Hasselblad cameras with Zeiss lenses, and Zeiss lenses don't produce lens flare like that. They produce large images similar to that. That could be lens flare, this is not. So quite what they are remains a mystery. We'll not call them spotlights because we don't know that they are. But if that is the direction from which the sun is supposed to be shining, and we can be reasonably sure it is because all the shadows here on the rocks are in deep black, which is what you would expect, deep black over here. All the rocks have deep black shadows. In fact, you can't see any detail in any of these shadows. But, surprise, surprise, in the astronaut, whose back view should be in complete shadow, you can see a lot of detail, which is odd, because it shouldn't really happen that way. Light doesn't do that. If you get light reflected off the surface, it will obviously illuminate things close to the surface more than it will illuminate things further away from the surface. So it would appear that this is either an enhanced image dropped into the panorama at a later date, or there is a spotlight from alongside the camera illuminating him.